You still don't know that we have a showroom packed with the finest diamonds and jewelry you will find anywhere, all at incredibly affordable prices. Stop in and see us. Rick Davis Gold and Diamonds, 5301 Brainerd Road.
It's always a joy for us once a month to welcome the folks from Alexian Village here to the show. So Terry Tompkins is back on with him, his good friend Heather Reynolds. Welcome to see you both.
Thank you.
So we've been chatting a little bit off camera about what a busy time of year I would think this is for you up at Alexian, because I'm guessing that after Thanksgiving and Christmas, your phones begin to ring with people saying, you know what, we thought this through, we want to go ahead and make that switch. Are you seeing, will you see that, Heather?
Yes, that's generally how it happens. After the holidays, people really start to think about things, and they'll start giving us a call, and it's going to be springtime, so it's warming up, and you get ready to move. It's easier, then as well.
There's an education that you get, though, Terry, when you begin to look into what Alexian has to offer, because it's multi-pronged.
Right.
You have independent living, but then you go all the way in through assisted living as well.
And skilled. And ideally, people will make that decision to move in while they're still healthy and able to be independent. They move into the independent living area, and as they need additional care, they move into assisted or memory care or skilled. But you can come straight into any of those areas. We encourage people to call us and let us talk to them about the different areas and what it amounts to, what it means to people. And I will say, at the holidays, a lot of people, when they come back to visit, if they've been away for a while, 6 months or a year, and they haven't seen their parents, they realize, oh my goodness, Mom and Dad are getting older. We're all getting older, it's part of life. But then they realize we need to help you find a situation. We're finding now that with COVID, and everybody's been affected by that, people are beginning to say, look, we've been out here, and before it hits again, and we do believe, everybody thinks we're going to have another surge, people are beginning to say, it's time for us to find a place where we can be active and healthy and protected, and that's what a community like ours does.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the COVID side of things, because we know that line goes right down the middle, with some people are very, very concerned about it. Some people feel like it might be interfering with their lives more than they would like it to. Always for y'all, though, safety is your #1 mission, right?
That's correct, yes.
So for people when they come in to the Alexian family, if you have been living kind of in isolation in your home, not able to get out and see people, when you're part of the Alexian family, there's life around you, right?
That's exactly right. A lot of our residents have voiced that they were happy to be, at Alexian Village during COVID, but rather than being in their house secluded, because they knew they were going to get food. We had food delivered to their doors every day. They still got to see their friends as long as they were socially distanced, wear a mask, and were safe about it. They weren't isolated, and they felt comforted that we would be there to take care of them.
Are there some myths that people have right now, Terry, that thinking, well, if I put my mom or my dad goes there, then I'm not going to be able to see them anymore?
Well, of course, we're governed by the regulations that are put out by the state health department, like all other retirement communities and skilled nursing assisted living. But in independent living, right now, we're able, because the case is not as high as it has been in the past, we're able to let up to 2 people a day come in and visit with people in independent living. They have to check in, they get tested or their temperature checked, but in assisted living and skilled nursing, we're only allowed a 45-minute visit per family per week.
But that's a state mandate.
That's state mandate. The thing I want to say to people is, and with Thanksgiving coming up, and Thanksgiving is a big family holiday, we're working very diligently in assisted living, memory care, and health care to make sure we're able to give everybody at least one visit that week or 10 days before Thanksgiving with their family members that are in those areas, because it's important to see our loved ones. Of course, all of the regulations are still in place. You have to social distance, you can't touch, and all of that. But we are, to the greatest extent possible, making it possible for people to visit with their families in the more advanced levels of care in independent living. And we're trying to fix it so that people can have a couple, maybe 4 people with them at Thanksgiving in their independent living apartment, and we provide the meal so that people can have that family meal at Thanksgiving, because that's important.
Heart is a huge part of what you bring to your job every day, because I'm sure you do truly love the people who call Alexian home. You also know that you have a great thing to offer incoming residents. So y'all have got some incentives right now to make it a bit more affordable and easy for people.
Yes. We are running some incentives right now for both our life plans and our rental plans for independent living. Saving some big bucks there, and if you deposit on an apartment before the end of the year, that puts you not even moving into the spring. We've got some pretty substantial cost savings going on right now.
Well, and let's face it too, by the time you're at a point in your life that you're looking to do this, you've worked really hard for the money that you have invested. Right. And so you're going to have a lot of questions, and they know that before you part with any of it. So you welcome what probably ends up being a pretty long conversation.
Oh, yeah.
With people.
It's a big change, it's a big decision, and we understand that. And we're there to help. I mean, it's kind of a mountain to make that decision, to wrap your head around it, to move, to downsize, and we know that. So
here's where you're going to call them to get information about how they can help you and your family make that transition for whatever part of their facility you could benefit from, whether it's independent living, assisted living, or skilled care as
memory
well.
Care.
AscensionLiving.org is their website. Their phone number right up there on the mountain, 886-0100. Don't let the price scare you from making the phone call. You'll be surprised at what you'll hear on the other end of that phone. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Announcing the Auto by Rent Stimulus Program. If you live in the immediate area, have a driver's license, and income, you are qualified for a $1,200 discount on any new lease and no payments until December 2020.
We tag it, you drive it, you're approved.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is right here in your corner. So when it's time to choose your Medicare plan, know that